Hi guys, I'm Exactchaos and welcome back to another episode of Skyhaven. So in the last episode we finished off this last day, of course, and we built the ATC tower, and I think we've got a pretty full-on schedule at the moment. Yes, absolutely, we had a couple of open slots for passenger flights. I've seen the comments, thank you so much for leaving them. Please keep doing so, suggesting we need more passenger flights because that's where the money is. And absolutely, I agree, we need to go in that direction. What I thought we'd do first, before we get into some flights, is let's actually work our way through these contracts that we have, signed flights, available flights, signed flights. So you've got, okay, interesting. So Sabina's got very few flights, but anyway, and I want to renegotiate where we potentially can do so. So nothing with Braniff, nothing with Sabina. Smith Brothers, yes, we can renegotiate these guys. So let's have a look. Let's see what that means if we're starting to renegotiate some of these flights. So they have been slotted in schedule. We are providing all the optional services. The renegotiation fee is higher. Now the question is, do I drop this? So the only thing that it seems you can do is renegotiate the services and the turnaround times, for which your penalties go up. Changing the turnaround time will unschedule this flight. You have to reschedule it. No, that's okay. So shall we drop it to an hour? Is my question. Can we do it quick enough to drop it an hour? Let's see if we do that. But I can't get it. Can I get some more money from it? So if I re-sign it now, is that it? Can I not? Because this is just a penalty here, I believe. Yeah, services, turnaround time, penalty. None of this had any impact on the actual fee that they're willing to pay, the landing income, and we're paying for the renegotiation. So let's sign that and see. Do you want to pay the fee for renegotiation? And let's accept that and see what that means. Oh, that's 130 in penalties. That is... Oh, what? This is the one? No. Which one did we just renegotiate? Couldn't have been. Couldn't have been because it was... I don't know. Let's go back in here. Nothing has been unscheduled. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what exactly you would do with renegotiation. So if you come in over here, maybe that's not what you would want to do. Over here, you could break some of these contracts to make room for other stuff, actually. So if you do that... I just broke a contract. A pretty low one, to be honest. These are almost no money. So that's what I'll have to start doing, is we'll have to start making room for some more flights. So let's quickly have a look at our schedule. So here, well, we should be able to move that around a little bit. So now we've got some slots available here. So let's do that. That gives us a couple of evening slots, unfortunately, yet again. So let's save that. And now let's have a look at the available flights. Anything with like an evening focus, maybe not so much for passengers. What about this guy? There should be something here. But these aren't... there's a lot of flights we can sign here, but they're not super lucrative, are they? The morning flights seem to be way more lucrative. So we can sign a couple of these. So let's sign that one. Make sure to get all the extras. I missed the extras in some of the previous ones. Can I make it just the 1 hour? Let's go ahead and do that. Now another evening one over here. Do all of that, just the hour. Let's do that. Now let's go and schedule these guys in. Yeah, that works quite nicely. So let's slot those in. So we've got 2 new flights in there. I'll go ahead and pay for that. And I think that's what we're going to stay with for now. If we have to throw some of our other flights out, we'll happily do that. One other thing that I quickly wanted to check. Did we, if we're going on terms of supply management, so if we have a look at a new contract, take on pay has not been researched yet. So maybe that's what, once that's done, I'll have another look at our fuel contracts, because maybe we need to break some of those. Okay, we're getting into the next day. I can certainly start looking at adding even some more ramps over here. But what I'm super keen on is getting, that's the take or pay fuel contract done. And then we'll move on from there. There's our first flight coming in now with some passengers, I believe. Yeah, absolutely. There goes the passengers. Now, we should be able to slot in some of these guys. Okay. Let's go with ramp 10 for the time being. And let's grab this guy to come into ramp 5 over there. We don't have any other slots available just yet. Presumably we wouldn't have open slots here in a bit of a while until we clear out some of these flights that's coming in at the moment. This is all upgraded. Can I close this out so I have a bit of a look? This is all upgraded. Are we boosting? We're actually boosting here also, which is something that we may at some point consider removing. I'm not too sure. Haven't started looking at doing the maths for that just yet. For the time being, I'm just trying to see that we schedule stuff in properly. Are you still kind of waiting for... Yeah, we're still waiting for some of these flights to actually arrive. Some of these flights that we were talking about. What is this? Abort airliner? That's not quite what I had in mind. I instead wanted to just click that to close it all down. That's really what I wanted to do. So we're getting some supplies being delivered over here. So we really need to have a look at whether we can change that. So once I've got this research done, we'll quickly have a look at what the next step is for us. Okay, so take up pay fuel contracts is done. So let's see what's the next piece that we want to grab. These tips keep popping up each time. Now, quite interested in starting to look at some of these. That's even better and quicker refueling. Propeller era service is something that we get. Propeller era service building, which is something that we'll probably need to start looking at. This one, major airlines throughout the world choose to adapt standard Jeep as a... Okay, this is just the discussion on the actual vehicle. And then flight dispatcher radar, what does that do? Direct long-distance communication between a pilot and a controller is the next step in air traffic control. The arrival of the radar shakes the air traffic control system up with its precision, which makes it possible for airplanes flying at over 620 miles per hour to get as close as 3 miles to each other. This allows an even higher increase in the number of dispatched aircraft and limited operations per slot. That's awesome. Visual Aural radio range. The Visual Aural radio range is a short-range radio aid to navigate that furnishes definite visual and aural track guidance and distances up to 100 miles when flying at an altitude of 8,000 to 10,000 feet. This next step in airway navigation systems increases the limit on takeoffs, landings per time slot, and that could be quite useful to us. That could be quite useful to us, absolutely. So passenger services, we can certainly get some of these things. Enforced luggage dolly. Maybe that's a good one for us to grab. There's a fair bit of work that we can do here. Boarding assistance, permanent speed ups. I'm a little less enticed by these. Electrified machines. Yeah, so productivity. What does that mean? Productivity boost of propeller era stuff. That's okay. Hose and pump cleanup. These are all just kind of boosts in terms of getting things a little bit more quickly. In terms of construction, I'm quite keen on maybe some of these things. So what did this actually do? Road construction discount, but it doesn't necessarily say a maintenance discount. What does this do? Concrete construction discount and cement and gravel market research. Concrete construction discount yet again. Anything else here? Passenger terminal planning. Oh, okay. That I think is one of the big next steps for us, to be honest, where we're building much better things. So what does this actually do? New large paved concrete surfaces are in the plans to provide smoother takeoffs and landings for aircraft, suitable for all modern prop aircrafts and even for those not yet invented. So it's just going to get us slightly better. A ramp covered with a first-rate concrete that increases both quality and longevity as the operation on the ramps intensifies. And what does this in fact do? Ooh, I can actually see the upkeep. Let's go over here. So if I go to this one, the upkeep is $4. And if I do this one, the upkeep is $10. So why would I necessarily go for this? Okay, don't quite know. Don't quite know. And the other piece that we can have a quick look at is this. So we've got the take and pay. We've got flight management. What is the next big pieces here? Section managers. That's a workflow boost. Okay. And the other one is advanced flight management. Further increases the limit on to be scheduled flights. That's not so much something we're in need of. And then this airport business center, professional office. Hang on. Ooh, we can increase our clerks when we do this. I think I'm going to grab this one because in the long run, it's going to take us a fair bit of time to get it sorted. But I think that's going to be the right thing to do because we'll get quicker at everything else. So I'm going to go and grab that in advanced. And so should hopefully get that all sorted. Okay, now fuel management. Let's have a quick look here. I'm quite happy to kind of cancel some of these. Now, what does take or pay versus flexible versus instant give us? Instant is really expensive. So let's just get this to 1,000. So that's 600. At 1,000, this is 540. You can adjust delivery times every blah blah, every so and so. So it's just a little bit. Okay, if we go over here though, 10,000 at $3,000. Well, I think that's what we're after. We've got tons of fuel available. I'm going to go and break both of these. So it seems to say that by about, actually, it's in the minuses straight away. Anyway, what I'll do is I'll get us a nice big take and pay of 35,000 liters. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get it delivered when exactly. So what's the time now? Time is 9:34. So you can adjust delivery time later in the graph. If you schedule time less than 3 hours from now, delivery will be executed the next day. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, so 9:34 is 10, 11, 12, 34. So we're going to go at 1. We're going to go ahead and sign that one at 1. A nice big chunk of it is going to come on in. And hopefully that means we're going to cut our fuel costs in half. So I'm going to leave that one in place for the time being. And we'll see how quickly we need to fill that one up again once we get running a little bit. Let's look at the supply management over here. Can we do anything else? Shall we leave that as is for the time being? This isn't too pricey at the moment, so let's leave that as is. So now we've redone our fuel side of things. Now let's see what kind of flights we have available over here. Let's just get the max value that we can. So I'll grab this guy to come into ramp 10, please. And what is the next best? Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's get that one to come into ramp 5 over there. I know it's not passenger flights, but there aren't so many passenger flights available, it seems. Okay, can we speed it up even more? No, we cannot. Okay. So one of the things that we can probably start looking at is just coming back over here and seeing if we've got signed flights, right? What is our signed? Signed flights over here. So what I'm keen to understand is if there's anything here. So if I say renegotiate this flight, right? We can't get anything else out of it at the moment. So we've effectively kind of done most of that. Can we renegotiate some of these to get some extra services? Doesn't seem to be the case. So here, there, we've already added it. Optional service is selected. So we've already added our optional services. We've done the same thing over here. If we go here, some of these are not included, but I think I've just recently signed them and I didn't actually think about it. Now, how do I get to the next tier? And that's the question that I have. If I schedule 3 more flights here, So if I say available flights, so if I schedule all 3 of these, right? Do I get that to the next one? I'm kind of tempted to give it a try. So let's sign all 3 of these, and then we'll see about making it work. So there we go. And now again, it's giving me a 12 out of 15 or something. See? Which is, oh no, it was over here. No, it wasn't. It was this guy. One. No ideas. This stuff is weird. So what is this saying? Number of flight contracts. I don't know. I've no idea how we get from the one to the other. Next tier. Permanent destination. Workflow used. Total. Oh, is that how we do it? I just have no idea. The air branch of an international transport corporation backed by... Okay, let's pause the game for a second. Backed by Wall Street bigwigs who can afford the most modern airplanes, has medium and large airplanes in its fleet. Operates cargo flights as well as limited number of passenger flights. ATT has developed its own airport and tends not to order a lot of services at other airports. So yeah, fair enough. That's what it's saying. But how do I get to the next tier is my question. That's not quite clear to me. That is not quite clear to me. But let's get back to the airport. Well, actually, let's get back to the scheduling. Oh, okay. That is an interesting one, to say the least. Let's do a little bit of this. Okay, actually, we're running out of flights then. Okay. Well, let's sign some more flights. We can do a few. Well, actually, let's go back over here and see where we have. So we don't have anything in the passenger slots, but let's go and get some more of these guys. So, oh, now it's 15 of 15. Does that mean next year? Oh, it's because I needed to assign them. Yes, okay, that's it. So if you get that, you can go this way. So let's sign it and see to go to the next tier over here. And now we should be able to get some more bigger flights coming in. So let's grab the Douglases over here, the bigger guys. First, we're getting all the services. I'm comfortable with an hour and 15 for the time being. Yeah, let's get all of these Douglases sorted out. I think we should be able to get them all in here. Okay, so it's just about the number of flights, it seems. What an interesting concept. Is a little foreign to me. So let's slot that one in there. There we go. Okay, we'll sign those guys. Now let's sign some more flights. What does this mean? Can I go next tier again? Now it's tier 3, is it? That we didn't actually meet those numbers, but anyway, doesn't matter. We should be able to get a couple of extra Douglases here, but they're evening. So let's get a couple of morning flights, even if they are slightly smaller. So like the Boeing 247. Anything better than that? Well, let's start them from the top here. Sign that one. Let's do a few more mornings. Just make sure we fill up our mornings first. Okay, head back over here. Get those all slotted in. That should work. That should work. Should be able to get a little something in here. That's okay. Now, this guy, if we move this guy along here, and get this guy in that spot, and maybe we'll do that to keep them together a little bit more. Okay, now we can do probably a couple of afternoon to evening flights. So let's grab the expensive ones, these guys. Yeah, these are the ones. So we'll grab 1, 2 of them. And just see whether we can slot them in appropriately. Yes, that's going to work. And that's going to work. There we go. So now that's slotted in. Awesome. So that works quite well. So at least we filled that up again, which is good. Now let's get out of here and continue the playing. Getting our research done. We are going to just get through this day without too much. We're not going to finish any additional research. I do want to keep an eye on our fuel situation. Our fuel has already been delivered for the day, but I believe we should be okay. If we pop into fuel management again, it seems we may run out, right? We're not going to do anything to the, and then we don't have another. Okay, anyway, let's keep an eye on it. I'm not sure what our rate of use is. Oh, look at that. That's just where it goes. I can boost. Oh, yeah, I can, of course, boost them. How's our money? Money is moving in the right direction, it seems. I can slot in extra slot. You know what? I should just. Do I keep one open? I don't think so. Let's go to scheduling, and let's just go all out, and we don't do on-demand flights anymore. I think that's an appropriate way of doing it. So let's go to contracts and get a few more passenger flights. So international passenger flights, these guys we can quite easily take on, and that's pretty big as well. So let's sign that guy, get all the appropriate additional services. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to keep it at 1 hour and 15. Hopefully we make that. Give me this guy too. All of those extra services. Thank you very much. Let's sign that one. And we'll get this final one over here, which we can cover. This requires a belt loader, which we're not too far off from getting. So let's just grab that. And that's going to get us so much more money. Its turnaround time can be quite long, though. Interesting. Okay, all of that. And let's sign it. Now, let's go and schedule. Actually get anything in there. Ooh, crap. What can we do? What can we do? These don't want to move. That guy could move. What? Hang on. That guy could move in there. And we should be able to slot this one in here somewhere. Actually, there we go. And then can we bring this one forward? Excellent. And we'll move that one in there. Excellent. Let's slot those in. So now we can still get afternoon, evening style flights. So let's quickly go back, see if there's any other passenger flights that can do that. So that's domestic. These are all. Oh, actually, we can grab that guy. Ooh, we cannot grab that guy. So let's go over here. This is cargo flights. We can't get that guy just yet. And over here we should be able to, but it's all morning flights yet again. Interesting. Okay, we can certainly grab a fair bit more of this. So let's move that one over. That's okay. And now I needed to. Okay, hang on. Let's grab some more flights over here. Pretty close to upgrading that yet again. So let's well, now we can let's just go nuts and sign a few more things. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see about scheduling them in. Let's save that for the time being. Now this guy can slot in there. We'll save that. That's good. And of course now we can slot in from this side, I think. Let's slot in from this side. There we go. Go back over this way. Get a few morning flights. That one. Okay, let's go back. You need to bear in mind that some of these struggle. Okay, there we go. There we go. So one more kind of afternoon flight here would do the trick for us. Let's sign one more afternoon flight, which I think will be any one of these, really. That gives us a little bit more flexibility, so we'll go ahead and sign that one and slot it in. Oh, no! Doesn't want to. Potentially, if we do that, we could get it in here. Good stuff. So that'll work. So we need a morning/afternoon flight. So we need something with a yellow-blue arrangement. We should be able to get something here, right? Yellow, blue here, something like that. These are not paying us an awful lot of money. Let's see something in here. No, that's not going to work. So let's just grab one of these guys. That's going to all that we have available to us. So we'll take that one. We'll slot that in. We could even do two of them potentially. So there we go. That one's over there. Nice. Okay, that's all good. So now we're filling this up a fair bit. Let's continue to speed along, get through the end of the day. We're doing about a day episode at the moment, but the years are spinning along very quickly, though. But our money is, I think, pretty good. We haven't seen any penalties with regards to not being able to meet the flight requirements. So even those that we've decreased their time slots a little bit, which I think is a good idea. So we'll need to develop a better understanding of how long it actually takes us to sort some of these flights out. So if I'll have a look at this guy. So it's got tons of parking service left. Well, let's just look at this as a case study. So this one is getting cargo, and it is also getting... So how long did that take? So what is this? What is this value here? Oh, I can release it? Time spent on the ramp, 45 minutes. So I think it seems like we can... It seems like we can do it a little quicker. So if we renegotiate, we can trim those times. Then that's potentially something that we will do. We'll trim all those times a little bit. Okay, well let's see about, can we? Okay, hang on. Let's go here and see. So this is just 2 services altogether, but it's a little bit more than what we would typically do. So we can't actually select the flight here, can we? Which is not great. I'm not a big fan of that. But if we come over here, potentially, we can renegotiate this guy and say, come on, buddies. An hour is definitely enough. So let's re-sign that one for a reduced slot. And now it's just said renegotiated. But I've already done it. And now it should be giving us a opening. It's a little awkward. I'm not too sure what's happening with some of these things. It's a little awkward for me. And that's the end of the day, and we have no planes kind of hanging out here anymore. But I do need to get our research done. We're not researching anymore, but once we get that business center up, I think we'll be researching a fair bit quicker. Oh, and we can, of course, get to the end of the day so we can see our numbers. And what are they? We're making a little bit of money. Our resource supply is costing us a little bit less. The roads cost is still quite high. And what I'm gonna have a look at is if can I click on any of this stuff? So if I go here, cost per meter, but it doesn't actually say. Oh, there's the upkeep. There's the upkeep, and I believe all of these things are kind of the same thing. Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, let's speed things along. And actually, guys, I will put an end in this episode right over here. And in the next day, we will finish our research, get our research to work a little bit quicker, and try and maybe build more in the next episode over here so we can get more flights to come in. I think so. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe that's what we do. Or we wait till we get a better terminal or something like that. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.